This is a recap of the general membership meeting from December 4th. We apologize for the short delay and the number of days it took to get this out there, but we've been very busy. We had two special guests that both spoke here. One was our good friend, Senator John Whitmire, and the other was our good friend, Representative Sylvester Turner. And basically, John Whitmire was telling us that he has our back in the Senate this next session, and Turner said he has our back in the House. So it's very good to have those kind of friends, and obviously they're both recipients of PAC, and they understand the importance of PAC, and they're not doing things because of PAC, but they're definitely giving us their ear because they know that we're big supporters of them. So if you're not a member of PAC, we'd encourage you to do that. And of course, our regular guest here, our tax assessor collector, Mike Sullivan, who, in case you don't know this, any officer or firefighter who goes into any of the tax offices in uniform, one of his employees will come pull you out of the line and handle you first to make sure that you get in there, get your stuff done, and get out. So if you happen to know Mike Sullivan or see him, tell him thanks for being so supportive of law enforcement and first responders. Our patrol officer of the month, Luis Menendez Sierra, presented that to Jamie Huckabee at Northeast. And our investigator of the month was Sergeant Bounds, presented that to narcotic officer Jesse Aguirre. If you know a patrol officer or an investigator who's done an outstanding job, you can go to our website, hplu.org, and download the form and actually make your nomination. We give them a gift card, and we honor them at each monthly meeting. The Treasury reports are always on the tables at the HPLU, and if you have any questions regarding any of the Treasury items here at the HPLU, you're welcome to come down here Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and view any of those. And if you have questions beyond that, you can contact our Treasurer, Tim Butler, whose number is listed in your calendar. We also remind you that the minutes for the HPLU meetings are posted at hplu.org. Under communications, the body cameras. We all know body cameras are coming. The mayor has made it very clear that she's going to move forward with body cameras. Our position is we're not going to oppose body cameras, but I'm not going to say that we support them in that we are not supportive of money being used out of the current budget to fund body cameras. We believe that we're underpaid at this point, and we don't need $7 to $9 million taken out of the money that should be going to pay raises to take care of body cameras. They need to find those from elsewhere. If not, the federal government should be purchasing those. They're the ones who seem to want them so badly. Contract updates. We've had no contract meetings since the last monthly meeting, not because of our side being ready, it's just because of the city side still waiting on Dallas, and also still looking at some final numbers on monies that were going to be available. I wanted to thank all who participated in helping to keep the city safe during the protests. As you saw around the country, we had protests that involved looting, setting fires to cars, etc. Didn't happen here in Houston, and a lot of that is because of the outstanding work of our SRG, our CRU, Chief Fenner, Chief Bunick, and Chief McClellan, all three who were out there in the field when these protests were taking place. Health assessments, if you have not completed your health assessment by now, it is too late. However, if you were one of the persons who were notified that your health assessment was complete, the City of Houston will be notifying you that they're going to give you a 1-week grace period to get those accurate numbers in there to get it complete. If you never attempted it, there's nothing I can do for you. We put the word out as much as we could to make sure that persons knew that they had to have their health assessment done by November 14th, and you had to have done it by that date. You have to get an additional 250 points beyond your health assessment, and those must be done by March 31st. If you have any questions, you can go to the website and look at how you can get those points, or you can also contact us for those particular items. There was a special Senate race for Senate District 18, and that was between Representative Lois Kolkhorst and businessman Gary Gates. We said at that time that we believed that Kolkhorst was probably going to win, but we were making no endorsements at that time. We had not had a PAC meeting. Representative Kolkhorst did win that race. She is going to be the senator that's going to replace Glenn Hager, who left to be the state controller. Gun purchases, we still offer sales of AR-15s and other guns here at the HPLU through Tim Butler, who has a federal firearms license, and you can purchase those at cost. We make absolutely zero profit on any of those guns. We also do sell ammo here. If you're interested in ammo, contact Tim Butler, our treasurer, and his number is also, as I said, listed in the calendar. For patrol stations, Chief Durden has authorized that persons who volunteer on holidays to work can now get pay or comp, their choice, instead of the volunteers can only get comp time. If your captain has not advised you of that, get in touch with us and we'll forward the memo to that captain to make sure that they know that it is pay or comp. The stipulation here is only minimum staffing persons are going to be allowed to work unless your captain agrees to allow additional persons to work. There is an anonymous website, as we talked about last month, out there. Not going to say the name of it because I don't want to give it any further credit than it already has. I just want to say that we've received multiple emails from persons stating that the person behind this is not someone who they would want to ride with anyway, and not someone who they believe has the leadership abilities that the current leadership of the HPLU has. And we would encourage you to contact us if you hear any rumors coming from these folks, or find the facts out yourself. We're all investigators, so find out the facts yourself before you believe what a disgruntled member, non-member, former member may be saying. Cookouts, the one at South Gester was a big success. We're not going to have any in December because of the holidays. Continue to thank James Mashinsky and Bobby Kessler for all the work they do, and of course the board members who go out there and answer any questions that each individual station has. We will start those back up in January. The calendars should be mailed out before Christmas. We are not going to have the updated telephone numbers in there because they're not available yet, but all the numbers in there currently are correct, and we're told that each one of those numbers will have a recording on there that will give the new number once the new numbers go into effect, but that could be 3, 4, or 5 months from now. Our peer support group is still live. Anybody who's interested or wants to talk to someone, or knows someone who needs to talk to someone about a problem that you may be having in your life, depression, loss of a child, loss of a spouse, whatever it may be, we have trained counselors who are all retired Houston police officers, all anonymous, who will assist you. That telephone number is 832-200-3499. We also had some folks here from the bone marrow database. Many of us years ago did the swabs of our mouth and were put into a database. They were here also collecting additional officers who are interested in being placed in that database, and I hope that someone's a match and is able to help save a life. We also reminded everyone to continue to promote our outside attorneys. Conflict cases can be sent to Carson Yoakum, Nicole DeBoer, Kim Parks. Just as good of attorneys as the 4 that we have here. It's just that our 4 attorneys are considered a law firm, so if one person comes in and says something against another officer and that officer disputes it, that's a conflict case, so one has to go to a different attorney so that the attorneys are not communicating with each other as to which side's telling the truth or which side they should be representing. We represent both sides. The new drug testing policy is in effect. There's no more escorting. If you have a diluted sample, you will be required to give a hair sample, or if you're unable to provide a urine sample, you also will be given a hair sample. We've heard that at least one person has been told to give a breath sample. That is taking place for other city workers, but not for HPD. If you're required to get a breath sample, make sure that you contact HPLU Legal, and they will find out why that's being done on a random basis, because it's not supposed to be done. The Afro-American Police Officers League elected a new president, and I'm proud to say that he's a loyal member of this organization, will continue to be a loyal member of this organization, and I look forward to working with APOL's new president, Eric Fagan. If you know Eric, make sure you congratulate him. He was running against their vice president, B.D. Green, who's also a member of this organization. Both of them were great candidates. We didn't endorse either one of them because they're both our members, but we do look forward to working with Eric Fagan at APOL. The badge and gun is going public, and it has been going public. If you know someone who's pro-police or wants to have more information, they live in the city limits, they can send an email to us at badgeandgun, A-N-D-gun, at hplu.org, and sign up for that. Phase 2 of the RMS is in the works. In Phase 2, as I said last month, they're going to be responding to concerns and to suggestions made regarding what's taking place in Phase 1. So hopefully, I know I've been told that the RMS system is still not real friendly, but hopefully it's going to get better with the Phase 2 improvements. We also announced on Thursday, it's no longer the case, but on Thursday, Dillard's was given a 20% discount to police officers. So if you work an extra job at Dillard's and know somebody that works at Dillard's, tell them thanks for thinking of the first responders back last Wednesday and Thursday, where they gave 20% discount. We did file the contract grievance, as we told you last month, regarding the grading of the promotional exams. Neither side has asked for any reassessments. We only asked for a arbitrator to listen to determine what the score should be for the passing, because it was very ambiguous on the numbers that were provided to the assessors. We had the folks here at the HPLU who make the little statues here of individual persons. They will be here also for the January meeting. And remember, that meeting is going to be January 8th, not January 1st, because that's a holiday. And you can be scanned and purchase those if you want one for one of your grandkids or your mother, or you're just a narcissist and you want them on your desk. I don't keep mine on my desk. We also had Charlene Floyd from the Houston Police Foundation here. She was just once again stating that if you have ideas that you would like for the Police Foundation to purchase for HPD, you can get in touch with me and I'll be glad to forward them to Charlene Floyd. Last Christmas, on Christmas Day, Luis Menendez Sierra, one of our board members, and his family spent their Christmas Day down here feeding Houston police officers who are working that day, since there's very few, if any, restaurants open. They will be doing that again this year. The times will be announced, but if you're working Christmas Day, we'd invite you to come down here for a free meal. And if you know Luis Menendez Sierra, or you want to send him an email and thank him and his family for taking time out of their Christmas Day to come be with you and to serve you. Last year we also had Chief Charlie Vasquez, who came down here and helped serve the Christmas meal. Reminders, remind you to restrict your voter information. If you voted in this last election and when you signed the little piece of paper, if your address was on there, your voter information is not restricted. We had one officer who said that it only took 4 days for his information to get restricted once he turned the form in. So we have those forms available here. You can also download them online. Your spouse is also allowed to restrict his or her information, as well as your Harris County Appraisal District information. Remind you to keep your field notes. We're not tagging them at this point, but in case the defense attorney asks you for them, you do need to provide them. And it's also, if you want to get updates from us, you can email us or go to our website, hplu.org, and update your email address. We do not sell your email to anyone, but we do blast emails on a regular basis, and you'll find out information that way. If you're thinking of retiring, make sure you see Public Safety Financial Group next door to the HPLU for a free financial analysis. And also, if you will please utilize the urgent care centers instead of the emergency room if it's something minor and not something major. That's $600 versus $300 for you, and also less money that the Texas Police Trust has to reimburse. Remind everybody to wear your seatbelts, watch your speeds, and remember that you can't help anybody if you don't safely get to the scene. So wear those seatbelts and watch your speed. Also, remember to use the Sobering Center. It only takes 5 minutes. Remember to sign the Law Enforcement Day petition at hplu.org. And as I said, our next meeting will be January the 8th. The second Thursday of the month, our board will be sworn in by Tax Assessor Collector Mike Sullivan, and we also will be serving a free meal here, obviously, that we do each month for the membership meeting. That will begin at 11 o'clock. We always get out by noon, so if you haven't attended one and you want to take an hour out of your day to come down here, we'd love to see you here on January 8th. Merry Christmas to everybody. I hope you have a great 2015. We've gone a very long time without an officer killed in the line of duty. We did dedicate this last meeting to Officer Tim Abernathy. On this past Sunday, December 7th, Pearl Harbor Day, was 6 years since Tim Abernathy was assassinated while he was working overtime over in North Houston. And also remember on Christmas Eve, the Dawn Erickson family. Dawn Erickson tragically lost her life directing traffic several years ago on Christmas Eve, and I'm sure for her family that's a day they'll never forget. So make sure you keep her in your prayers. Thank you for listening to this, and we encourage you to attend the January 8th meeting. Thanks.